Hello, everybody, and welcome to my mini podcast I got here. I don't know what it's going to be called, but I'm thinking let's talk about it. So if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be episode 101. It's going to be called The Beginning, because this is going to be all about where I first started and what made me start, to be honest. And I appreciate you all for listening, and I want you guys to know that I love you guys, and thank you for just being here. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm sure you're probably wondering how this is going to work, because I barely know how this is going to work, but I'm going to try to explain it to you as best as possible. I want this to be as raw as possible. Like, I want it to be just like a normal conversation that we're having if you were right in front of me. That's what I want. I want it to be real. I don't know. But I'm gonna try to pull out an episode every week. Like, at least the start, it would be like an episode 1 week. But if I can do more, I'll definitely love to do more. But we'll see. And you're more than welcome to ask any questions or comment anything you think that I should try, or like whatever the next topic you think I should do, or what you want me to talk about. Because I can talk about anything that like comes to mind. It's just like, if you guys want to hear it, then I'll gladly talk about it. Each episode is gonna have a different time length, because I don't want to be constricted to making 1 minute. Like, I don't know. I just want it to be free. So some episodes might be like 5 minutes. Other episodes might be like 20, 30. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I hope it turns out well, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so let's get on to like the real meat of this, like why I started making TikToks. It's crazy. It's a long story, and I'm sure I'm going to miss some points, and more will come to mind when I talk about it more, but it's really like a whole snowball of things that happened to make me want to post. Because when I was younger, or like, I don't know, before, when I started posting, I wasn't normally that person that posts videos and puts my stuff out there like that. And I can't imagine ever wanting to until like that happened, until I started. But to really understand why I started, you gotta understand what point of view I was coming from, where, like, what was going through my mind. I was on TikTok before, and I kind of like, I never posted, but I was there looking at videos, and I rarely used TikTok because it just didn't catch my eye. Like, I didn't really care for it. So that, along with me always having ideas of what to post and what to do, gets me like thinking, like, it's like when you're in a group of friends and you're like, I think this will be a really good idea, and the other people is like throwing in more ideas and turns into a really good idea, but then you guys never execute on it. You just never do anything. It's just a dead idea from there. But I kind of wanted to actually actually do it. Like, I wanted to like put myself out there and put the videos and ideas that I had in TikTok. So that's kind of like one of the things that were in my mind. I think the turning point for me was that I went through a really, really difficult, terrible, and ugly breakup. She was great until the end, and she wanted to end things, which is completely okay, but the way it ended was just a mess. And before I get really into it, I just want to say that I don't talk to her, and I haven't had contact with her since that whole mess went down. And I really don't plan on changing that. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I don't really care. That entire relationship was like a 2, maybe 3 year relationship that ended kind of because she wanted to be with her coworker at the time, Um, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Like, you can be with whoever you want to be with. I stupidly wanted to keep things like work, and I wanted to keep trying, but eventually she just blocked me, and I was just there left broken up with right before the holiday season. And seeing all those holiday couple things just put me in a really deep mess, and like a little hole that I couldn't get myself out of. I was just there thinking of ways that I could improve and do things better. Like, for those months, I was just in my head every single day. I would let my insecurities drown me for months. And eventually, I got back onto dating apps for the second time in my life. And that was the last time I was on dating apps, because I'm never going to use dating apps ever again. I met someone. We really connected and enjoyed each other. Thing is, I was obviously still healing and shouldn't be on dating apps. But I was there, and I knew that I was just probably gonna latch on to someone and get this fake happiness and just use them in a way. But she ended up ghosting me, and she had her own stuff to work on, and she felt that she would become dependent on me. So it just ended like that. Nothing, no complaints. It doesn't matter, because like I didn't really know her that long. But in a way, meeting her and her leaving, ghosting me like that, helped me live a happy life again. Like, I was excited to do things again, and I wanted to do them by myself, and I don't know, I just got happy from it. It didn't matter that she left. She was a rebound, but mentally, not physically. I only met her once. Didn't do anything but talk and walk around. I don't know what happened, but it fixed me mentally to the point where I could feel happy again when I wake up. I don't know. It just something that got me out of my little slump that I was in. And from then on, I was determined to fight against all the insecurities I had, that and be more social, and all the insecurities that like were put on me from the girl that broke up with me for her coworker, and then all the insecurities I had from the other girl that I met on Bumble. It just really, like, it helped me fight my insecurities. Like, that's what I was wanting to do. So I became more social. I put myself out there and I talked to more people, and I kind of love it. And not like on your traditional way of going on dating apps and, doing what you do there, but more of like just like talking to people at school, or talking to people on TikTok and posting videos. So like I started posting videos just because I wanted to like prove people wrong, that I could be social. I could talk to people if I wanted to, but I was kind of just like content with where I was. I started posting very, very cringe videos on TikTok. Specifically, it was me looking for a girlfriend, more specifically, a weeball goth girlfriend. But that's like a totally different thing. Posting TikToks also helped keep my mind busy, and like I didn't think about like how depressed I was or anything like that. So I kept on posting, and it made me feel better. I talked to people, they talked to me back, and I love the back and forth of conversations with people from like I never knew before. So yeah, I became more social and able to talk to people, and it finally clicked in my head that like I am worthy of something good. I'm not all these terrible things that I was told I was. And I don't regret posting any TikToks, because it kind of brought me where I am today. And it may have been very cringe, but that's a lot of who I am, very cringe. And I just gotta embrace it, you know? One last thing I wanted to cover before I end today was if I knew my voice was deep before I started posting stuff, because I don't know, it to me it's odd. Before TikTok, I was told by maybe two people that I had a deep voice or anything like that, anything commenting about my voice. And those two people were probably someone that I dated and one of my friends. That's it. Nothing else. I always stayed quiet in school and I like to keep to myself. I just went to school, did what I did, came back home, practice for sports or anything. And that's it. Didn't really talk much. It wasn't really until people started commenting on TikTok that I have a deep voice, and that's when I realized maybe I do have a deep voice. I don't know. I still don't see the appeal behind it that much, but hey, it makes people happy, and that's all I could ever ask for, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just a fun little side thing to find out about myself when I started posting, and it was funny because I didn't expect it. But that's gonna do it for me here, since I'm sure that might have been a lot to take in. I'm not sure how much I really said, but hopefully you all enjoyed this and allow me to do even more in the future. And if there's any suggestions, please let me know. So for now, we're done tacoing about it. Have a good day, everyone.